Alright, well, all four of my cars in Vertex series are currently in service. So since I cannot make any progress in that one, let's have a crack at another one series that is going to be expiring. And of course, there's Racing Spirit, but I'll get going on that one soon enough. But for the time being, I'm thinking the other one, Porsche Performance Showdown, which features the 918 Spyder Weissach package, 911 RSR from 2015 and 2017. So, of course, part of the reason why, aside from the fact that this series is expiring, another reason why I want to get going on this series right now is, well, I'll show you in a second. But what do we have here? Porsche Performance Showdown. Race with some of the Porsche's most advanced cars from the track and road, including the mid-engine 2017 Porsche 911 RSR. Right. Anyway, it is, I believe, 18 tier bonus series. Yes. And first 25% will be worth 8 gold. So let's get going with the first tier. We got Endurance Cup and Speed Snap. 3 different venues here. The Endurance is at Spa. Cup is at the Speedway section of the Brickyard. That's we don't race there much these days, do we? Aside from NASCAR series. And then of course there's a Speed Snap at Hockenheim National. So we'll start with the Endurance. Sure, why not? And as I said, the cars featured, we got 918 Spyder Weissach package, 911 RSR from 2015, and the 911 RSR from 2017. Alright, so this is the only car that is not fully upgraded at PR 86, but the other two are maxed out. So hopefully having the 918 fully upgraded would allow me to complete this series. We'll see. Remember I was talking about one of the reasons why I wanted to get going on this series, aside from the completing an expiring series, is I want to see how this new livery that I spent some time on the other day looks on the road. I know, can you tell what it is? Well, it's supposed to be Inuyasha, anime series from, oh gosh, is that like almost 20 years ago this show was on? A while ago, right? I think this was going through the 2000s, if I remember correctly. For old time's sake, right? So figure I'll put that on this car, since I like the car and I enjoyed the show when it was airing back in the day. It did use up all 50 layers, but aside from the profile picture, it's kind of bare because I ran out of layers. Those outlines, I tell ya, they take up a lot of layers. So just mirror image on both sides. That's about all I managed to get going on this customization. So that is one of the reasons why I wanted to get going on this series. So here we go. Let's get started. What is the target? Drum roll, please. 8.5 kilometers at Spa. That should be pretty easy. I think a lap is shorter than 8 kilometers, I think. We shall see. Come to look at it, that is rather friendly looking profile of Inuyasha, isn't it? For those not familiar, it is a Japanese animation character or manga character, since it's originally like a comic book in Japan, right? So, yes, I am a nerd. In case you haven't figured that out yet. But anyway, let's focus on racing here. Listen to that sound. Oh, I love the sound of this car. Yes, you know how I love the Vantage GTE. This is another car that probably rivals my love for that car. This is another car that I enjoy very much. Once again, not necessarily the best car in the game, nor the fastest car in the game. Boy, there's a whole bunch of these guys ganging up over there. But why do I like these cars so much? For me, generally, I think, if I really think about this, I am attracted to the way a car sound, at least in the game. I know in real life a lot of these cars sound pretty darn awesome and can sound, well, you know, the Porsche of course has their signature sound, right? But in game, some cars have better sound than others, I think. And this is one of the better ones. That's number one. Number two, why do I like this car along with the Vantage GTE? They are very playful. Incredible acceleration power that I like. I think both cars have one of the fastest acceleration speed, like 0 to 60. Yeah, there are faster ones, but car of the same class, I think these guys, it's one of those things, it's not just on spec, but when you like play the game with these cars, you can feel it. These guys have noticeably quicker acceleration in game, you know. So that's always makes the game racing these cars a bit more exciting, because you can feel that exhilaration almost, you know what I mean? As though in real life. I know it doesn't come anywhere near. I get that. But anyway, you know what I mean. So the acceleration, I really enjoy that. Grip, they're okay. They're not certainly not the grippiest car in the game, but I kind of like the fact that they are a little slippery, or they can be, as I like to call them, they can be playful, you know. So yes, they can be a little unwieldy, but that is what adds to the charm of these cars. Like for example, the Vantage GTE from the year 2017, they dampened the top speed on that car, but increased the grip by a huge amount. So it's a very controllable car, but I actually prefer the old one, 2012. Partially because it is so unwieldy, and it can, you feel like you're always on the edge of slipping. So, I don't know. I find that fun. Sometimes it can be rather frustrating. I understand. But just as a racing game goes, those feeling, I feel like, is one of those things that makes you know, these cars very exhilarating, right? Because you're always on that verge. Anyway, enough of me yapping. Let's move on to the next race. We're gonna do cup race at the the Brickyard, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. It's gonna be 5-lapper on the oval, so pretty much hit the gas and go, right? But yeah, back to the livery here. That took a lot of trials and errors, by the way. I gotta say, I would say it's probably one of the liveries that I think so far it took the longest amount of time to create, at least in my garage. Not that I'm some sort of a vinyl expert or anything. I'm sure there are others who are much better, have a better understanding of how you can layer different shapes to get the result you want. I'm sure some of you guys can get better results for less layers, but with limitation of my skills, I had to use up all 50 to essentially get what I have on this car right now. Now there are some details that I probably could let go and spare some vinyl layers and use those for adding some other, I guess, elements on the car, like customization elements. Because obviously right now front and back is pretty bare. It's, because obviously everything's on the side. So once I have a little bit more time, I might come back to work on this a little bit more. But right now, I feel like I've spent enough time on this car customizing it that I'm done for now. It's time to race it. Yes, you expect fully upgraded car should be able to get through these early stages, early tiers, without too much resistance. So let's try to minimize the damage on the car. It's a lap 4. Just I'll take it nice and easy here. I know, 17 seconds with this car at the first checkpoint. Obviously, you can do a lot better. This car is certainly capable, but not necessary. Was it yellow? I cannot tell. The color is so off right now with the morning rendering. Everything's got such a reddish hue. Yeah, that does look like yellow, doesn't it? Man, I'm going colorblind. My goodness. Yeah, that is definitely yellow. And my car's paint is one of those like cream colors that they had a limited run. I want to say, was it in around February? They allowed us to get these like chocolate and cream colors. So that's when I got this color for the car's paint. So if you are wondering how I got that kind of like almost like a skin tone color on the face, that is how. And unfortunately it isn't available right now. But you know, come next update, which is gonna be next week, Monday, just a few days from now, Halloween vinyl should be there, I think. They've been doing it just about every year in recent years, so I'm expecting they will bring those back yet again, because Halloween vinyls are pretty awesome. Anyway, there we go. 4 minutes 30 seconds and change. Best lap time 47 seconds and change, which is you know, sufficient, let's just say. Alright, 2 trophies down and 1 more to unlock the second tier. So, well, let's keep on moving. We got a speed snap at Hockenheim National. Let's see, 224 is the target. Where does this take place? It's like after the northern curve, maybe? Yes. Probably one of the trickier part of the track. The combination turns here. But with a fully upgraded car, you shouldn't have any struggle here. I certainly hope not. Alright, 200 fame points for the effort here. And there is the gold trophy number 3, which does it for tier 1, unlocks tier 2, and get a few racing dollars for the effort. So see you in next tier. Alright.